Hi, and welcome to the Market Alert for Friday, the 11th of July 2025. So, melt up madness, volatility collapses, complacency soars. Yes, we're certainly starting to see some daily multiple and all-time highs continue. The US stocks mostly edged higher with attention on Fed speak and jobless claims. And then we had markets chop amid mixed Fed speak and falling initial claims. That was Waller that was speaking yesterday afternoon. But overnight, we see this. Trump plans to hit Canada with a 35% tariff while warning of a blanket hike for other countries. So that has been released, and that's had an impact on the market as well. We have a look at economic news for today. We've just got GDP for the UK, which Rachel from accounts will be happy about if it comes out at 0.1. Not that she needs it, because the FTSE is racing onto new all-time highs and heading for 9,000, which it will hit. That's for sure. Right, let's have a look at the markets for yesterday and the overnight reaction of the announcement that Trump's giving Canada a 35% tariff. So let's have a look and kick off with the Dow. So yesterday the market still in a bit of a sideways range for the Dow, but holding pretty well, all things considered. The all-time high 45,077 is the target. The market's still above the 5-bar moving average there as well. A bit more detail. You can see yesterday the market was sideways. Then we had literally the market take off when the cash market opened, but overnight, of course, the announcement of a 35% tariff for Canada sent the market lower. But look, the buying has come into the market and now we're sideways to higher. And in the German DAX, we had the all-time high of 26,644. The market obviously has had an abreaction to the overnight news. Yesterday we saw some profit taken after the market opened initially, traded up to the high, and then saw the market move lower. In the afternoon, this continued, and then overnight, of course, we've seen the selling and the reaction to Canada's tariff. Now we're heading back towards yesterday's low, which the market will need to take out in order to move back to the upside. But it has the potential to do that, not a problem at all. In the S&P 500, the all-time high is made again yesterday at 62.91. You've got the market coming off the 5-bar moving average there as well in the longer time frame. In the 30-minute chart, you see prices moving higher, and then again you've got that announcement, and then the market trading down to the low, finding the buying coming into the market, reversing prices and moving them back to the upside. As soon as we get past the 1st of August, everything will settle. Whether the tariffs remain or not is another question, of course. Still not optimistic about this at all, and we'll see further delays personally. In the FT 100, well, here we go. Not far now, Rachel. We've got 7 points to get to 9,000. Let's see what happens when we hit that. Probably going to happen during today. The market already starting to move higher, and overnight you can see the market didn't really have much of a reaction to the announcement of the tariff with Canada. So the market holding nicely. It just didn't take a lot to get through the high, and then is the 9,000 level, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just have a look. Yeah, this is it. It's not far at all. It had a good run at it yesterday, actually. So 9,000 all-time high for the FT 100. Say Rachel's going to be thrilled. The political scene and obviously the economic scene is an absolute joke and a mess. And yet the FTSE is about to make a new all-time high of 9,000 points. So we'll just have to see what happens once we reach 9,000. It's taken a long time to get here. We have a look at the monthly chart. You can see there it's been a moment or two in the making, but it's now heading to that sort of level. So there's the tariffs back in April, May, June, and now July. When the tariffs come to fruition, the FT 100 is about to make a new all-time high, as we can see there. Not far at all to go. So let's have a look at the US dollar, which is also strengthening once more. So US dollar up again yesterday, as you can see. It's still in the dead cat bounce phase. We'll see what happens once the tariffs are in place, but What is really interesting is the fact that both gold and silver are moving up with the dollar. So let's have a look at those. So it looks like it may not be a Smackdown Friday, but a rocket blast to the upside for this market. You can see there that we're heading back to the 37.30 level overnight. It's going to do, and this is stating the obvious, but it's going to do one of two things. Fridays are renowned for the markets to be smacked to the downside. So when we get to the level there where we saw the selling, that's obviously the first option. The second is just to drive through this and keep moving to the upside, which will be a very interesting thing to see. We'll look at the weekly charts as well. Let's just have a quick tidy up. We'll see there that prices are moving quite nicely. They've been holding very well when you look at the weekly chart for the last 5-6 weeks. So again, you've got this sort of ascending triangle type of setup, and that's usually consistent with the market blowing out to the upside. And in the monthly charts, well, we've got some nice moves there as well, with the market having traded and consolidated for some time and now breaking out to the upside as well. So it looks like silver could have a decent day. I may have spoken too soon already, but it's starting to look that way. They've had ample opportunity to move the market lower. They failed to do so, and it's now starting to give that ascending triangle where 9 times out of 10 the market will break to the upside. Let's have a look at the gold-silver ratio. And this too is seems to be confirming the case at the time of recording, of course. The market breaking to the downside there as well, which is a positive down at 89.56. Right, before we conclude, let's have a quick look at yesterday's trading in the German DAX. And in the pre-market session, as usual, we had a bit of a shakeout after I recorded, and then we see the market moving up. And as I said in yesterday's alert, expect the market to go back to the high. It's hit the high, rallied up to it, massive volume on the open, and that was the last high that we saw in this market yesterday. Prices then moved down. You can see there, moving down to the 200 MA before reversing and then moving back to the upside. We then had another attempt to the downside, very choppy. This one failed with the market moving back to the upside, producing a loss there. And then we just got into a sideways move where the sell trade wasn't filled and the upside wasn't filled either. So we came very choppy. Another move to the downside there, stopping at the 200 MA there before trying to attempt to get back, but failing to do so, being stopped by the 20 bar moving average before moving lower there. And then we see the market head back up towards the high, and then into the mid-morning market not doing an awful lot at all. So then we get into the afternoon. We have another losing trade to kick the afternoon off. We started with a buy, but the market said, no, we're going to sell off. And sell off they did. And as you see, they're moving all the way back down to the DP and then back down to the all-time high, the orange line that I drew in a couple of days ago. And then prices just trading sideways. As you can see, they're holding that line before prices then tried to make their way back, but just then got stuck in a range, as you can see as we went into the evening. So let's have a look and see where we are now. Bit of a pullback there over the last 24 hours, but so far the market trying to get back above yesterday's low. We're a long way off yesterday's high, which of course is an all-time high, which you can see there, but never say never. I have seen a situation where the market sold off the one day and then rallied back 400 points. In this case, it's going to be, let's have a quick calculation of where we are just in case it does. So from around about here up to the high ballpark figure, 244 points, which is again not unheard of as far as the DAX is concerned. So yeah, that's where we are at the moment, but we certainly need to get back above yesterday's low in order to move higher to begin with. That's the most important thing, and also to hold above the 200 MA there as well. Right, that's it for this one. Let's see if Trump's going to release the EU tariffs today as well. They just seem to be coming haphazardly and out of the blue, so just be warned. And also keep an eye on that silver price. It could be an interesting one. If it gets through and holds, then certainly $40 is going to be on the cards. But never underestimate the banks when it comes to crushing the price of silver. It doesn't take a lot for them to do it. Okay, that's it for this one. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. And I will see you in Monday's edition of the Market Alert. And as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.